Till automatics run, till razor golden gin, till butcher at the and till fast talking fan, tap on the pitch ball, right down to the Union Hall, moon around from midnight, moon a fuss and fight till daylight, moon a pitch a Wang Wang Doodle all night long. Hey, welcome to the channel, all about blues harmonica, so thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done already. Today I'm looking at, I'm going to hopefully coach the basics of Coco Taylor and Wang Doodle for harmonica. Written by the great Willie Dixon. If you don't know who Willie Dixon is, if you look him up and you're into blues, you'll just see how much material he actually wrote. I think it was on the books with the Chess Brothers. Writing all the time, some fantastic blues tunes. It's synonymous with blues, I guess. Another guy that's synonymous with it, and his writing, it's poetry in motion. It's fantastic, and so you should. Sometimes doesn't get the credit he deserves. He wrote this actually, Wang Doodle, for Coco Taylor, and she didn't know it, and he just said, "I've written this for you, and you're going to sing this." And she thought he was crazy at first when she heard the words. Anyway, what's really interesting about it is you play a figure, basically, and if you kind of learn the figure that I'm using for this, you can use there's a million different variants, of course. You can change it. Once I show you the basic figure and what you can do with it, then you'll find that you'll be able to use similar ideas on loads and loads of blues stuff. Yeah. And also, there's different versions, like studio versions will have things like okay, so that sort of that's usually done with like a horn. You can probably do it with a saxophone, baritone or tenor maybe. A lot of versions she never did that, but that was kind of in the studio version. But what we want to get out today, let's just switch on to the C harp, because I know everybody gets these C harps. I'll give you this figure, 4 draw, 5 draw, 4 draw again. Go back into 4 and drop up to 6 blow. Back onto 5 draw. 3 draw half step, 4 blow, 3 draw half step, 2 draw, 2 draw all the way down, 2 draw. Then you can even just slide up to that 4 blow if you want, or use a tongue block there. But the basics are so you just have to go back over what I said about those notes if you don't pitch them off your ear. Okay, and that's basically the figure. Okay, now there's a million different variants. It's just giving you a basic one. What you can do then is you can try and shift position. If you're looking for if you want a full Skype lesson on this, get in touch with me and I'll give you the whole rundown and where you can put segments in and put lots of variety and stuff on top of it. So listen, once you've got that figure, you see, then that's it. You just that's going to set up the whole thing. It's almost like a delta thing. It plays in one key really throughout the whole thing. very sort of Delta bluesy, isn't it, in a way? But what you can do, say for putting it in like another position, is you can use it as a part of another vehicle for something. Let me give you an example. So I'll do it on an A harp, just because that's almost blown out, that one. Okay, so as you see there, you can make a switch position and make a full blues out of it, or a 2-chord thing, or millions of different, well, thousands of different ways of doing it, of course. And you might want to simplify that figure. You know, you might want to simplify it. I've just played the figure slightly, it might be a little trickier for some. We'll just eliminate a note on it, as long as you keep the basic framework of the sort of figure to give it that rhythmic concept. And that's what you should work on. And then just play around with it for a long time. Just play around and enjoy that rhythm and see how you get on. But you can see how you can move it into different keys and it can become something else. And of course there are hundreds of blues tunes using these type of figures that you'll recognise in many other tunes. Because they're just slightly disguised and the lyrics and everything else is put together, it sounds completely different. But a lot of blues stuff is used this way, particularly in when you hit Chicago. You know, you're into the Chicago thing for sure. Although this is what, you know, the Coco Taylor thing, this is more sort of straight on playing on one sort of framework in one position for the harmonica. So you can get me for lessons on Harpo the Healer Wicks, all levels if you're into the Chicago blues thing and into, you know, digging deep into the blues. As always, I'll catch you on the rebound.